Don't you want to find a goat? That's the best quest in the game.
But like,
I can't find the goat.
knowing nothing about the quest, like you hear me rage about how there's just so many things stopping me from doing the quest.
It's easy, man. Just stab some wolves, get the goat, stab a bear, stab some more wolves, bring the goat back.
Like, that's not the thing I had the problem with, though. Because I have no doubt the goat mission's not that hard.
You just gotta ring the bell.
Just ring the bell.
The thing is...
The
it's like,
numbers, Tim, what do they mean?
I'm already finding something for someone, and in order to find that something, I have to find something for another person.
Welcome to that sort of game.
I know, that's why I'm like, I don't kind of like this. Maybe I don't like RPGs.
Yeah, but
And
it's
Fallout
like...
4 was a slug. I can't even believe I finished that. It was like 20 hours in. I'm like, alright, now I'll be able to do this. What? Another settlement? Ah!
You see, Tim, that's why I only had one settlement and did nothing for that guy.
Yeah, and that's why I didn't even have a single settlement. I just went with the Brotherhood of Steel the whole way.
Yeah, well, the thing is
In fact, I tried to kill him the first chance I could, because I wanted his gun.
I was
He's unkillable.
I was one of the people who liked the Minutemen because I went with the Minutemen because it was like, okay, well, while I want to take a break from doing quests, I can do some of these other quests for the Minutemen and do this. And they were good quests. They were the short quests. You do them, you get XP. The most annoying thing about the Minutemen for me was when I had been doing these settlement quests, like, in between doing normal questing, and in my normal questing, I had to do more settlements to get to the next point in the main quest. When I'd been doing that the entire time, so it's like, you want to finish this game? You want to finish the story? Well, you gotta do a few more settlements before you can unlock that next part of the quest.
That's...
But I've been doing that all game!
That's only for the Minutemen, though. Like, if you go, like, a railroad...
Yeah, I know, but...
You don't have to do any of that.
But it felt like I was punished for my choice to do that, which felt bad, so...
There's a mod for it. To, like, make him stop asking for fucking settlements.
Oh, I'm probably not gonna play Fallout 4 again. Like... It was good, but, like, 10, 15 hours into it, and then I'm just going, be over.
See, that's why you just have Jamie log into your thing and ruin it for you.
Hey, mine's fucked as well.
Good.
Well, it'd probably not be fucked if I reinstalled it.
And the bloody what were they? The clans. What do they call them?
Ku Klux Klan.
The factions. That's right.
Nothing wrong by.
All of the
User
factions
left
were
your
just
channel.
extremists.
Yeah. I hate it.
I hated that. It's
Like, they're all so one way or the other.
yeah, it's like I don't want to join the I've forgotten the name of all these things.
Railroad.
No, the
Brotherhood
other
of
one,
Steel.
the Institute. It's like, I don't want to
Oh,
join
yeah.
the Institute just yet because I know nothing about the Institute.
Yeah.
But you're not giving me any options apart from like we hate above ground. We're gonna start the new order. Okay, great. What else does you have to offer? No, you're making a choice, and if you prolong that choice for a long time, you never like have that meaningful interaction with them again. It's like, ugh. And then the railroad's like, well, the Institute's fucking terrible. Let's nuke the shit out of them.
The Brotherhood of Steel, where everybody's terrible.
And then it
No,
turns
they're
out
like,
that
nah, simps are terrible.
Oh yeah.
The railroad are like, all simps are brilliant, and I'm just like, you're both wrong. Some
He's
of
a
them are
synth.
good. I don't feel like saving all of them.
But the biggest thing against the Institute for me was Nick Valentine.
Yeah.
Because he is a synth that you actually have a character connection with, which allows you to have morality. But there isn't really much on the other side, though.
That's synth talk, Tim.
Oh, I have no clue
No,
anymore.
he's a timp.
A tinth.
Yep.
Oh, it's just it just got weird and not fulfilling. Because you do one of the endings and you go, great, that's great. It's not really what I wanted to do, but
Yeah.
you kind of gave
That's
me the
great.
button and said
That's
press
really great. This really isn't great.
Not enough Liberty Prime.
it. It's like, all right, go for it, General. You're about to nuke the shit out of the Institute. There's the button. You assume I want to press the button. It's like they're looking at you like you're gonna press the button. Oh, okay. And then
Yeah.
the end credits
See.
play. It's like okay.
That's why the Brotherhood of Steel's better. Because you just get to watch Liberty Prime like laser drill into the thing, and it's funny.
It was all very samey though. And as I said, there's very like the only way I went with the Sins was because of Nick Valentine. But even like Nick Valentine as a character, or most of the characters are very hard to connect with strongly. Because in the end, they're just companions, and like I
They're
had
all kind
to
of
put
shit cunty.
yeah,
Except for Paladin Dance, he is incredibly useful.
Well,
'Cause
yeah,
he
that
does
doesn't mean I think
everything.
he's cool.
yeah, like he's
I just hate him
useful,
because
but
he has power armor.
You get his power armor.
because I'm like, sure, I will join the Brotherhood of Steel, and then I immediately regretted it because it's like we're going to be going down this pathway of you're a soldier now. You've got to obey by our rules. I went, no, I just want to fucking roam around and be cool and shit. So I went, no, I'm not going to do any of your quest lines. And that's why I was like, well, I like roaming around doing all kinds of shit, so I'll do the Minutemen. But then, like, the Minutemen punishes you for doing questing later in the main quest line. The Railroad's kind of like, well, I can't just be a Minuteman. And even so, I, like, failed a lot of missions because it wasn't explicitly clear, or the choices were just way out of proportion. Needed a better dialogue tree.
Yup.
Yup.
That's why I got that. Best goddamn mod ever.
What was the mod that like fully fleshes out the dialogue wheel?
Yup.
But that doesn't even help. All it does
Kinda does.
Well, it kind of does, but all
It
it
helps
does
you like be prepared for like something sarcastic, like really would not.
Oh
like,
yeah,
explain.
but like that was annoying. But in the end, the end goal of that is that it doesn't really affect anything. Like you click sarcasm, and then he ends up being a dick, and you went, I didn't want to say that, but even though you've said it, there's like no real weight to it. I mean,
kind of. Sometimes it felt like there was, but like
I think the feeling of that like came from yourself. I think we put the onus on that. It wasn't from the game at all. So. I mean, it kind of comes down to the player on how they react to those situations. Because of course, if you didn't want to be a dick and you start being a dick to people, you're going to think badly about yourself. But the game's not going to think badly about you. So that choice, while at that time made you feel terrible, you quickly realize that that's not the case. You're not a terrible person in the game.
you can say that all you want to, it doesn't make it true.
You should have just used Axie on them. On all of them.
But there was one thing I did that I got really annoyed at, because it was I went to do a institute mission where I had to go to the Corsa to capture the synths, and as I was doing that, because I had Piper as my companion, I was like, alright, I'll do this quest. So I had Piper along, and Piper didn't like it. I went, oh shit, yeah, maybe she's putting things in perspective of me. I'm with the Railroad. I don't want to be hurting synths. And like thinking Nick Valentine, like creating this own morality within my character.
Yeah.
And I went, okay, let's go back to the save and let's not do that quest. So we'll go down the Railroad quest line. The Railroad quest line ended by telling me I had to do the Institute quests. So the quests I was avoiding, I had to do anyway. And I did like 5 quests with the Railroad until they said, look, we have no more quests for you. Your quest now is to do what the Institute tells you. Ah!
That's why I killed everybody in the Railroad.
Yeah.
But mostly because they glitched out and attacked me first.
Yeah, I feel like it was just punishing for, like, you trying to be a good person or trying not to be, or it was in a game that is trying to give that choice. It tried to give that choice and then abruptly took it away from you. Now, if it was a linear story and I wasn't playing my own created character, then I would probably feel better going down the pathway of the character. So if the character was a synth-hating bitch, I would probably be a synth-hating bitch. But because it was supposed to be my character, I didn't feel like I had the reins over what I could do in the world.
Yeah.
That's definitely synth talk.